Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Rose Bouquet. Go ahead and click like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I didn't really want to make a show about this because I just thought it was something that was going to be in passing, and I really think it is. But I just want to go over my opinion because I noticed some other drama channels have really taken hold on certain sides on this certain drama happening, and I just want to give my take on it. It's the female take, and I'm going to give you my real reaction to everything. So before I did kind of make light of the Trisha and Ethan debacle that's happening right now, where basically Ethan's mom, I guess, texted Moses and some other family members that Trisha needs to stop. She's going to be the cause of Hila having a miscarriage. And so, that is a really nasty thing to text. And I watched all the videos. I'm up to date on everything. Trisha's I watched as well. And it's true. Miscarriages normally, I'm sure they can happen from stress, don't get me wrong, but a lot of time it is due to, there's some kind of genetic issue with the child, and you can lose the pregnancy that way as well. So there's a lot of reasons you can't have a miscarriage, so to say that to someone is very rude. So there's that. And I just can't believe this is going on. I can't believe this is continuing. I can't believe, I watched the podcast and I noticed that Ethan's mom had some preferences on drama channels, and of course Deaf Noodles was one of them, and I just can't believe how much he's changed, and he's cussing in his videos. It's not lighthearted anymore. He's actually using the F word, F this, F that, and I think Ethan's mom is saying that she feels like he's good and charismatic, and I don't see it that way. I think he's just a young guy, and he's just spewing garbage, because there's the right and the wrong thing to say and do, and it takes maturity to really understand how to handle situations, and just effing this, effing that, and yelling isn't going to help or solve any issues. I really think this has been blown way out of proportion. I think that Trisha was never going to go back on the H3 podcast. Keemstar is just someone she has dealt with in the past. Trisha is the type of person that is comfortable with people she knows and has interacted with in the past. So I think she felt a lot more comfortable going on his podcast because she knows him. She's been going on other podcasts also. She's gone on other podcasts. I don't think it was meant to hurt Ethan. I really, truly don't believe that. I think it was between them two, and it's something she could go do. She was no longer tied to any kind of, tied to the frenemies anymore. So she could go talk to him. She has her own podcast she's doing, like I said before. I just think it's unnecessary drama, and I honestly think that if Trisha just didn't take feedback from people so personally, that she would be way better off, because I don't. When people leave me hate comments, I don't care, and I think you just need to take that stance that, people, when they know you care, they're going to do it more because they want more of a reaction. They're like, oh, we're getting her. Let's get more of a reaction. And Trisha is definitely a reactor. So she you can tell every emotion she's having. She's very transparent in that way. So I think people just really like lighting her up and getting her upset because they know they're going to get that content from her. So my advice to Trisha is just to continue to do what you're doing, your cooking videos and your wedding videos, and hopefully, we'll get some baby videos in the future. I'm really looking forward to that kind of content. But I really think this is just another bump in the road. I think everything will be okay. I think if you stop addressing the Kleins, they will stop talking about you also. I think it's the last time that you'll come up? Possibly. I mean, I just think it was weird that Ethan thought that was such a betrayal because he paid, basically, I mean, you say that you left that day. I mean, he basically fired Trisha, in my opinion. And he was just basically like, I'm not going to work with you again, because Trisha said she was willing to come back that next day and film because they all know she has these breakdowns, and she is a woman. She's emotional, and she's highly emotional. She's creative, and everybody knows that about her. But he just, I guess he just decided on that last video that it was just too much. And she really didn't do anything. I mean, I know she was talking about restructuring the show and things like that, but I just don't think it was, I just think that their time had ended, and, she's no longer coming to do the podcast. So she has to still do podcasts and work with other people. And just because it's somebody that Ethan doesn't necessarily get along with, that doesn't mean she can't go on his podcast, because again, she's never going on H3 anytime in the near future, and she still has to work. The girl still has to make a living, and she's a YouTube star. So she can't just be like, oh, well, Ethan has a little problem with Keemstar, so she just can't do any podcasts with anyone that, I mean, if she did that, she wouldn't be able to go on, she wouldn't have gone on, she went on Tana's, and, she went on a lot of people's podcasts. It's just how it is on YouTube. So I just think the fact that it's Trisha that people just tend to attack, because she does take it personally and she will react. But if she doesn't react, she'll learn that people will stop doing it. Because like I said, I do get hate on my videos too. And I'm a little bit older, not a lot older. So I just know that things just don't bother me. I have my real life, and I have my, I know who I am. So it doesn't really bother me. But I just think it's something that will pass. And I think it's been blown out of proportion. And yeah, that's my thoughts on that. There's some other YouTubers that I could talk about as well, but I'm not going to do it on this show. I hope everybody's doing well, and yeah, have a great week. Bye.